passes and crosses were blocked so many times in this game because Arsenal players take too long on the ball to make it move. It's almost like they're all becoming into like an Odegaard, high usage, high touch player type vibe. And when you are playing this kind of setup every week, I'm sorry, like I feel little sympathy when then you don't find answers, or show the opponent a different look to you. And Arsenal continues at the moment to be a team that feels safe in possession, but the possession that you have is harmless, and it's actually, if anything, more harmful if you lose the ball because the ball is on the last two players usually. And if so, one of them loses it, United or whoever the opponent is, they have an open run at your goal. So, as much as I like us to play a high line, I don't think we're safest with the ball in the last two players that much. And I think we are asking too much of those back three, back four players in terms of David Raya, the two centre backs, and Zubimendi. They have the ball way too much. And I feel for Zubimendi because he takes responsibility, in the build up, and then he runs to be one of the highest people in the final third, and he helps us get through the phases, building from the back through the different blocks of the pitch and all the way to the top. So as much as yes, he is to blame for the mistake that leads to the equalizer, I think it could have been Saliba. It could have been someone else. It could have been anyone in that Arsenal back five, back six positions. There was one time actually where Odegaard is taking a ball in a pocket, and he tries to turn, and then somebody just munches him, and the ball bounces back, and it's a counter attack going the other way. And I remember Arteta like looking really furious with it. So we were playing into traps, I think, and our passing was not crisp and sharp enough to be able to escape the trap. And sometimes you're just not on your game, and because you're playing every 3 days, and because you're just not on your day, you know what I mean? You're just off your game. It's just that the problem at the moment, I keep saying this, if you are as good as Arsenal have been over the last few years, you find yourself in a position where most teams. I was watching this game at a bar with Manchester United fans and Arsenal fans, and I said to the United fans, "There's no bad result for you guys here. If you score a couple of goals and you lose in a shootout, it's a creditable result because you've come away to the league leaders and you've lost, in a shootout. And if you draw 2-2, you still win, and if you win, it's the perfect result, right?" And they got the win. But I just worry. I was worried about Arsenal at 0-0. I was worried about them at 1-0 up. I was worried about them at 2-1 down. But that four substitution sub all at once, quadruple sub, I think. That's the right English way to say it. I think some people are saying it was an admission of picking the wrong team for Mateta. I don't necessarily agree with that he picked the wrong team. I think the team he picked, I was fine seeing it. I was fine with the Jesus having done what he did, in Italy, getting a start because Gyökeres, I do think needs a break. He does need to be rotated in and out of the team. However, I do worry that between our fit strikers, the two who are really strikers by trade or forward players by trade in Gyökeres and Jesus, don't always give us the things that Merino gives us.